Good afternoon. Welcome to our recreation. We are the Metropolitan Washington Old Time Radio Club, and we are delighted to be holding our September 2025 meeting here at MANC in MANC's 20th year, and also performing for you the recreation of a script from the Dr. Christian series, which was written by Earl Hamner Jr., and you will be hearing more about specifically who he was, etc., if you don't already know, in a few minutes. My name is Wendy Wilmer. I am the president of this club, and delighted to be here with all of you today. We would urge you to stay after the recreation is over for one of our OTR trivia quizzes, which was crafted by our own Frank Morgan, who definitely puts together a serious OTR quiz on trivia. And there will be some stumpers in those questions. And the prize for the first person who comes up with the answer to any question will be a full-size payday candy bar. So do please stick around for that. I would like to extend our thanks and the club's thanks to Martin Grams Jr. for allowing us, inviting us year after year to come and do a recreation for all of you. We're really delighted. He's been a staunch member of the club for many years. In addition, I would also like to thank Don Ramlow, because without him, you wouldn't be hearing us today. So that's pretty basic when you're talking about an OTR recreation of a radio show. And there are more people than I could ever begin to list for whom I offer, or to whom I offer thanks. But if I did try to go down the list, we'd be here till 3 o'clock. So now I will turn over the production to our director, our intrepid director, Karl Schadow.
Thank you, Wendy. The Dr. Christian program debuted on CBS on Sunday, November 7, 1937. But the story actually begins in 1934 with the Dionne quintuplets who were born in Ontario, Canada. One is actually still living today, and she is 91. And it was an amazing medical feat that they survived birth and into the adulthood by Dr. Alan Defoe. 3 feature films were produced during the 1930s, including the first, The Country Doctor, which starred Danish-born actor Jean Hersholt. Hersholt also starred in the other films which followed during the late 1930s. He was interested in obtaining the radio rights to develop a radio program, but was unsuccessful. However, he worked with Dorothy McCann and the McCann Erickson advertising agency in New York to develop what we now know as the Dr. Christian program, a lighthearted drama which was on CBS, starring Dr. Paul Christian, a physician in a typical small town. Jean Hersholt named Dr. Christian after his fellow Dane Hans Christian Andersen. From 1937 until 1942, the scripts were written by regular radio staff writers. However, in 1942, they came up with a brilliant idea to open a script contest. Anybody in the country, either a writer, teacher, doctor, lawyer, anybody who submitted scripts. The first script was on June 17, 1942, and many individuals from then on until 1954, approximately 800 episodes of Dr. Christian were produced. Now I'd like to ask Edgar Fargus III to introduce us to the writer of today's performance. Edgar.
Thank you, Karl. We're gathered here today to present an episode of the Dr. Christian radio show and to remember the man who wrote the episode, Now That Spring Is There. This individual later became much beloved as the creator of the Waltons television show in the early 1970s. Yes, I'm speaking about the real John Boy Walton, Earl Henry Hamner Jr. Like the fictional John Boy, Hamner had a youthful dream of becoming a writer and telling the stories of his own family. Hamner was the first one of his family to go to college, receiving a scholarship to attend the University of Virginia and being drafted in his sophomore year into the United States Army during World War II. He served in France after the D-Day invasion of Normandy in June 1944. While most people are aware of the Waltons and Falcon Crest, fewer are aware of his connection to the original Twilight Zone TV show created by Rod Serling. But how did Hamner meet Serling? To answer that, we must go back to the golden age of radio. There, we discover the little-known early work of Hamner and Serling. Both were prize play winners of Dr. Christian, as you've already heard, billed as the show where the audience writes the scripts. They met on the show in 1948, but Hamner actually won for the first time in 1947, with this script being aired on May 5th, 1948. Hamner's stories appeared 3 times on Dr. Christian and brought him to nationwide attention. His second episode became the most popular in the 17-year history of the show. I had the privilege of collaborating with Earl in 2005 when I produced the re-premiere of that second Dr. Christian prize play, Who Would Not Sing for David? We spoke at some length about his life and work, and I joined the long list of admirers of his talent and of his fundamental decency as a human being. I'm very pleased that Karl Schadow and Wendy Wilmer chose this script to honor the memory of Earl Hamner and to bring greater attention to his radio work. And now, let's travel with our talented cast and crew to the small town of Rivers End and meet the kindly man himself, Dr. Paul Christian. Thank you.
When you've come to the end of hope and you feel there's no place left to go, there's a town called Rivers End that welcomes a weary traveler. When you're worried in your spirit or broken in body, there's a kind man in Rivers End, willing to listen and help. He's known as Rivers End Old Doctor, and the good Dr. Christian is always in. Why not visit Rivers End right now? Let Dr. Christian share his wisdom, and all the friends you'll make there will renew your life and make you whole. All the friends you make there will renew your life and make you whole.
Vaseline program, the only show in radio where the audience writes the scripts. And tonight we present one of the special prize winners from the 1947 script competition. It is a beautiful poetic play about an American soldier called Now That Spring Is There, written by a young veteran named Earl Hamner Jr., who comes from Schuyler, Virginia, at present a student at the College of Music in Cincinnati, Ohio. This special production features a newly commissioned piano score written and composed by Karl Schadow. Edgar Farr Russell III is starring as Dr. Christian, with Donna Ring in the role of Judy Price. Do you like to leave your hat off, ladies, as the weather grows warm? Then be proud of your hair. Keep it lustrous and lovely with a Vaseline Hair Tonic Glamour Treatment. You'll discover it's the most effective, easiest way to bring out your hair's own natural radiance and combat dryness too. Here's all you do. Massage your scalp briskly using plenty of Vaseline Hair Tonic before every shampoo. Then steam your hair several minutes with piping hot towels. After washing, brush on a few drops of Vaseline Hair Tonic as you would a brilliantine. You'll find there's a lovely new glowing look to your hair. Remember too, Vaseline Hair Tonic checks any tendency to dryness because it contains no alcohol or other drying ingredients. Actually supplements natural scalp oils. To have hair that's admired, try the Vaseline Hair Tonic Glamour Treatment. Remember, Vaseline Hair Tonic is one of the many Vaseline brand products made by the Cheesebro Manufacturing Company, owners of the trademark Vaseline. Springtime in River's End. It is nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon. In his office, Dr. Paul Christian sits in quiet contemplation of a robin perched saucily on his windowsill, when the door opens and Judy Price enters.
Dr. Christian, Larry Spencer is here to see you.
Send him in, Judy.
Come on in, Larry.
Thank you, Judy. Hello there, Dr. Christian.
Larry Spencer, I'm glad to see you, my boy.
It's good to see you.
Stand back and let me take a look at you.
Well, how do I look?
A little taller, gained some weight. Otherwise, the same old Larry.
I don't know about that, Dr. Christian.
How does it feel to be back in civilian clothes again?
I can't tell you how good that is, sir.
You look to be in perfect health, Larry. Is there anything wrong?
Nothing that I know of. I just need a statement on my physical condition so I can get my passport.
Oh, yes. Your mother told me you were engaged to a French girl. You're going over to get her?
Not exactly, Dr. Christian. I'm going back to Paris to live.
I suppose you're going to study your music over there.
No, I'm going to write music. I've studied long enough.
You mean you're going back to Paris to stay?
Yes.
Your parents must be pretty upset to lose you so soon after you've come home, I mean.
Yes, they are. To tell the truth, Dr. Christian, I am too. I'm so confused I don't know which way to turn. No one here understands, but something happened to me in Paris. Something wonderful. I'd like to tell you about it.
Go ahead.
Well, it began last year in Paris. I was lonely, and I guess a little depressed, so I went out for a walk to the Eiffel Tower. There was a quiet mist of rain falling, and I just stood looking out at the tower. I was on a pass from the Army Convalescent Hospital. I just stood there, looking out at the Eiffel Tower, and I suddenly began to feel a little faint when a girl stepped out of the rain and the mist.
Monsieur, you are ill?
No, I'm all right. I'm just a little weak.
Perhaps you permit me to help you.
No, thanks, I'll be all right.
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur.
Oh, mademoiselle,
Oui?
you can help me.
Oh no,
Would you
monsieur.
stay and talk with me?
Oh no, monsieur. I did not need to make your friendship. I thought only you were ill and perhaps I can help.
I was feeling badly, but it's passing now.
I am glad you are feeling better.
Why did you try to help me?
You have forgotten that once you helped me and my people. We do not forget so soon.
Oh, you mean the liberation?
Oui. La libération. It is not a thing to be talked of so lightly. You do not know what it is like to be occupied by swine, or to be slave, and to be afraid to be humiliated and defeated. I saw my brother killed because he held his head high when he passed Nazi officer. I saw my sweetheart be prisoner and heard later that he was killed trying to return to me. We knew only death until you come. You have given us life again. That's why I try to help you.
You poor kid.
I go now.
No, wait. Would you meet me here again tomorrow at the same time?
I will speak of it to my mother. If she permit, I come.
Next day, I went back to the place where we met the day before. I stood there waiting for Giselle to come and looking out at the beauty of the city. And suddenly, I was just filled with the magnificence of it all. It came to me like the music I'd always wanted to write.
Bonjour.
Oh, Giselle, I'm so glad you came back. Something very wonderful just happened to me just a moment ago, just before you came. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a musician.
Oh, a musician. What do you play?
Well, piano mainly, but more than anything else, I want to compose. And that's the unbelievable thing that just happened. See, all my life I have felt music in me, but I've never really been able to express it.
How do you mean?
Well, it's always been here in my heart, beating and surging to come out, but I could never hear it clearly. It was as if there was some dam holding back floodwater. And then just before you came, for the first time, the music burst the dam, and I'm hearing it now, and I can put that down into notes. Giselle, there is music in everything. You are a song. This city's a fantasia. This moment is a symphony.
Larry, I think I understand.
Someday, I may be a great musician.
Oh, you will, Larry, you will.
And it was here in Paris that the dam broke. I think it was the beauty, the freedom, the inspiration of Paris. And you. I will never leave either one of you. A few days later, I was told I was to be redeployed to the States. That last night, I went to see Giselle and we went for a walk in the snow. I'll always remember her face shining with snow diamonds that had just fallen on it.
You are obliged to leave? I did not know it would be so soon.
Yes, but don't worry about it. I'll just be home a little while, and then I'll come back to you.
Oh, Larry, there is one thing I'm obliged to say to you. If you love me truly and want to come back.
Well, I don't think we need any big speeches, Giselle. We both love each other, and I'm coming back here to live and marry you. It's simple enough, isn't it?
Oui, but Larry, you are obliged to give your country a chance too. I do not think you can see it clearly after having been away so long.
You may be right.
Larry, promise me that before you decide to leave America for good, you will think about this some more.
Well, what kind of talk is this? You do love me, don't you?
Yes, Larry, very much.
And you believe that I love you.
Oui, Larry.
Well, then that's all that matters. I'll be back. Darling, it's nearly time for me to go. We're leaving for Le Havre tonight.
Please go now, Larry. I do not want you to see me cry.
Yes, I'll go quickly. I hate goodbyes too.
Goodbye? Larry!
No, I didn't mean goodbye. I'll be back.
Say it again.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I wait for you here.
So long, dearest.
Au revoir.
And so it is now spring again, Larry. You've been home a year.
Yes, Dr. Christian.
What did your parents say when you told them you were going back to France to live?
I didn't tell them. Not till today, at least. I was at home today practicing some music. Yes, Dad?
Larry, I don't know quite how to say it, but there is something.
I think I know, Dad. You mean I'm still loafing?
That's just about it, son. Don't you have any plans at all?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. But you and Mother won't like them.
Try us.
Dad, I'm going back to France.
Well, why don't you just send for Giselle?
That's not exactly the issue. I'm going back there to live, to stay.
To stay? But why, son? What's wrong with living here in River's End?
Try to explain. Dad, I'm a musician. I'll never be anything else. The whole time I was here, before the war, I felt music in me. Music I wanted to write. But there was always something holding it back.
Well, I've never felt your mother and I have interfered with your music.
You haven't. And I couldn't understand exactly what did. But it was there. And while I was in Paris, whatever that thing was that held me back, it broke. And after that, I felt the music. And at the same time, I could hear it.
Why can't you write it here just as well as in Paris?
I don't know. But since I've come home, that dam is there again, and I don't hear the music like I did in Paris.
Son, I don't know what to make of all of this.
Dad, I must go back. Don't you understand?
No, Larry, I don't. You're an American. You don't belong over there with those Frenchmen. You belong here with us.
Look, you can insult me all you want, but I will not have you insulting the girl I'm going to marry.
I'm sorry, Larry.
It doesn't matter anyway. My mind's made up now. I'm going over there, and I'm going to stay. And I'm never coming back.
Larry, where are you going? Come back here. Come back.
Well, that's the way it is, Dr. Christian. Nobody's understood. It isn't my fault. I'm not some kind of misfit.
Of course you're not a misfit. Larry, would you do something for me?
What is it, Dr. Christian?
Larry, while all you boys were away in the Army, Navy, Marines, or whatnot, I used to go up on top of Lonesome Hill and think about you. Somehow, being up there where you kids used to play and looking down on River's End would give me a feeling of peace. And it helped to bring all of you back for just a little while.
Yes, there always was something peaceful about Lonesome Hill. Geez, I haven't been up there in years.
Larry, go there now. Judy and I are driving out that way, and we can drop you off.
You mean go up there now, tonight?
Yes, Larry. I know you think it's a strange request, but Larry, this is a serious step you are taking. Go up there and think the whole thing over.
I don't see any reason to go up there.
Will you do it for me?
Well, all right, Dr. Christian, I'll go. guess that's me, Judy. I thought I'd come up here for a breath of fresh air.
Well, here we are, Larry.
Well, thanks for the ride, Judy. You're a swell driver.
Oh, thank you. Have a nice walk, Larry.
I'll pick you up later, Larry, in about an hour.
Okay. My dearest Giselle, this is not really a letter, it's just my thoughts. Reaching out across the miles of oceans and cities and countries that lie between us. I'm standing on a hill above River's End, my hometown. It's just a small village from when I look down on it here. Evening's coming on, and in the village down below me, a few scattered street lights wink on beneath the elms. Gray wisps of smoke float up from chimneys, and it's caught up by the wind and dances wildly in the sky like violin music. That's the 6:15 Express going through on its way to Center City. It's nearly dark here now, Giselle. It reminds me of the times when I was a boy. The other kids used to play hide and seek across the hill there, but I would just sit kind of lonesome-like here on top of Lonesome Hill and wonder about things till the darkness fell. And walking home, they would sometimes ask me,
What you so quiet about?
Oh, he's always quiet.
Yeah, he don't like to do nothing but practice his piano lessons.
how could I tell them why I'd been so quiet? While they'd been playing, my thoughts had been busy with the music of far-off places mentioned in my geography books. I never tried to explain it to them, except to one person, my music teacher. When I'd finished, he said,
Larry, you will be a great musician someday, but the life of a musician, of any great artist, is a lonely one.
yeah, I felt that already.
It must be a part of life, but at the same time, stand aside from it. Sift what is good and true, from all that you see, feel, or hear.
And I've always tried to do that with all I've ever known. But now I have to make this decision, and I'm lost and confused, Giselle. I hear music and voices that seem to pull me in many directions. And I hear Paris calling like a person that waits and calls in the night. And I almost seem to hear Dr. Christian saying,
But this is your hometown, River's End, that small community that spreads itself below us. Looking at it from up here, it seems that you must see it more clearly, clearer than you have ever seen it before.
I see the lights of my house. Mom and Dad are there, and though I can't see them, I know there's a little worried furrow in Dad's forehead, and Mom glances up from her knitting, looks anxiously over at him. She drops a stitch and goes back to work.
Down the street at the Baptist Church, Wednesday night choir practice is just beginning. Mr. Nix will be leading the singing. Your sister will be playing the organ. How sweet their voices sound as they blend and float up to us.
Yet there is something mournful about it all.
There's the main section of town. Only a crossroads, actually. Just a corner where State Street meets the River Road. There are a couple of neon lights that flash off and on with a crazy kind of pattern. They would be in the window of Davis's drugstore, where your high school gang bought their Cokes and sodas.
I still remember the smells of that drugstore. Smells of damp rags and acrid medical odors and ice cream.
There's the outline of Rivers End High School. The windows are dark now, but inside, I like to imagine that the spirits of the teachers are still there, sitting at their desks and poring over this afternoon's English quiz. There, too, are the ghosts of all of you who have passed through the halls and classrooms. There's the bell in the courthouse, ringing out the hour, 7 o'clock in Rivers End.
That bell always had some kind of unfathomable meaning that I could never grasp. Now as I hear it, it's as if memory is a rusted old time capsule, and that bell is a firing pin that releases all the memories of things past that rush back to me with almost dizzying nostalgia.
Look there at the edge of town, that lazy road that seems to go nowhere in particular, but leads eventually into a 3-lane highway. A strong, deliberate, determined road that leads out to all the cities of America. A wide and powerful highway that crosses the mighty rivers and mountains. At this moment, over that great highway, huge buses hurl themselves through the night, and against their windows, hungry faces are pressed as Americans look out on their country. And what do they see? Nothing new or strange, just fragments of American life that we see every day. A hill polka-dotted with white chickens, the metallic gleam of wet streets, and the beckoning flagstone path to the small house with the many gables and the iris garden. The face of a girl caught for an instant as the bus speeds by. Lights from a town in the valley through the rain, and the windows of dark houses. In all of these, there is a meaning. The meaning of freedom, perhaps. Freedom, yes. And music is there too.
Yes, I see it now. I hear it now. A music of hope and sorrow and happiness. Living music of a living people. Music that calls to you. Music without words, but that is eloquent. And the combined music is a symphony of America. American people, living, dying, working and playing and being. And this is my song, the music of my people. Here there is real freedom, and that freedom is music that I can write. This is my home. My music is here. And so, Dr. Christian, that's what you did for me up on Lonesome Hill last night. It was almost as if you were there. I think I really saw Rivers End for the first time.
I know. You see, Larry, sometimes we have to stand a little ways off from a thing to see it clearly.
I know that now. Well, Dr. Christian, hadn't we better get that physical exam started?
Oh, so you are going to France after all? I thought...
No, I'm going to France, Dr. Christian, but just to get Giselle. Then I'm returning with her to River's End. We're coming back to stay.
I'm glad, my boy, because River's End has need of its talented sons at home.
And the curtain comes down on another Dr. Christian prize play with our star, Jean Herschel, waiting to greet you. But first, here's a message from Helen Clare.
Friends, what do you do when you burn a finger? Hold it under the hot water faucet? That may relieve the pain for a moment, but it doesn't really help. Remember, for minor burns, doctors recommend pure, safe Vaseline petroleum jelly. Vaseline hastens healing. Spread Vaseline petroleum jelly on fine mesh gauze and place it over the burn. Then bandage firmly, but not tightly. Of course, call the doctor if the burn is really deep or covers a wide area, and always keep a jar of Vaseline petroleum jelly handy. It has so many uses. Lots of doctors recommend it, for instance, when baby's tender skin is irritated. Lots of people use Vaseline petroleum jelly when we're with work-sore hands. In fact, there's probably nothing in the medicine cabinet that does so much, yet costs so little as pure, safe Vaseline petroleum jelly. Insist on Vaseline petroleum jelly, a quality product, only 15 cents in the popular size, 25 cents in the large economy jar.
And now, here is Jean Herschel.
Thank you very much. We have a lot of news for you tonight. First, the judges for the Dr. Christian Award for 1948 will be Michael Curtiz, motion picture producer, Daniel D. Mill, executive editor of Look magazine, and Paul Whiteman, dean of Radio Showman. Second, we want to call your attention to the picture of our 10th anniversary party for Dr. Christian. Watch your local motion picture theater for a showing of the Screen Snapshots short subject, Hollywood Honors Herschel. Produced and directed by Ralph Stahl and released through Columbia Pictures.
Oh, I've heard of that picture, Jean. I'm dying to see it.
Well, you'll have a chance right away. The picture will be released tomorrow and will be shown in thousands of theaters throughout the United States.
What fun! Will I get to see all those glamorous Hollywood personalities like Irene Dunn, Joan Bennett, Betty Davis, Marie Wilson, Celeste Holm?
Oh, yes.
I want to see Amos and Andy, too. Oh, and Michael North and Cornell Wilde and Dana Andrews.
Well, they are all in it, and dozens more. We are grateful and flattered at the turnout of stars and friends. And our thanks go to Ralph Stahl for making a beautiful picture. Next week on our Dr. Christian program, we plan to present Winner's Circle by Martin Ryerson of Forest Hills, New York. We invite you all to join us next Wednesday evening, same time and same station. And until then, I'll say good night.
keep your hair looking good, your scalp feeling fine, use Vaseline Hair Tonic because it checks dry scalp while it keeps the hair well groomed. Vaseline Hair Tonic is the first choice with American men today. Try Vaseline Hair Tonic. The Dr. Christian Show will originate in New York for several weeks. If you would like to visit the show, write for free tickets to the Vaseline brand products, 17 State Street, New York, 4, New York. I'll repeat it. Write to Vaseline brand products, 17 State Street, New York, 4, New York, for free tickets to see the Dr. Christian program in New York. This is the Metropolitan Washington Old Time Radio Club. And now, our director, Karl Schadow, comes to the microphone to introduce our talented cast and crew to the audience. Karl?
Thank you, Dennis. The cast included Donna Ring as Judy Price in The Girl, Edgar Farr Russell III as Dr. Paul Christian, Craig Whitman as Larry Spencer, and most talented actor. We're very fortunate to have him, and also an artist. He do the artwork for our flyers that many of you saw out there today, so we greatly appreciate it, Craig. Marcia Bauman as Giselle, John Kilgallen, Mr. Spencer, yours truly as the boy, Frank Morgan as the piano teacher, Megan James as Helen Clare, and Dennis Roma as our announcer. Original music, specially composed and performed for this production by Tom Saputo, with the lyrics for the new theme song, All Come to River's End, written by Edgar Farr Russell III. And coordinating all that music is Rob Farr, our audio engineer. And our trio of sound effects ladies, Marcia Bush, Bernadette Fiorella, and our own president, Wendy Wilmer. And I'd also like to make a special mention here for Mark Bush, who's involved with many, many productions here at MANC, and he was a long-time member of the club and helped me when I joined the club 30 years ago. Mark Bush, whose sound effects equipment helped bring the Nostalgia Convention's radio dramas to life, will be fondly remembered for the magic he added behind the scenes. His dedication to authentic detail gave each performance that unmistakable spark. The creak of a door, the clap of thunder, the subtle noises that transported audiences back to the golden days of radio. Mark wasn't just a supplier of equipment. He was a collaborator, a craftsman, and a steady presence that took pride in helping others shine on stage. A fitting legacy for a man who understood the power of sound. Unfortunately, we lost Mark about a year and a half ago. So I just wanted to add this to our I also wanted to thank Don Ramblo for helping us set up. And for posterity's sakes, John Abbott, for our recording engineer over here. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll turn it back over to Wendy.
Thank you very much, Karl. I'm so delighted to see so many of you here today. It's a real honor. Now, if you are up for it, we have one of our OTR trivia quizzes, and our own Frank Morgan delights in putting these together. Some of them are real stumpers, so don't get discouraged if you don't, if you don't know the answers. So, Frank, if you would take over, and I could probably use a couple of helpers, otherwise we'll be here all day, to actually hand out the awards, which are full day, full-size payday candy. That's why you're all here.
Okay, here we go. First question. Before Tonto rode Scout, he had another horse. What did he call it? Oh, shit. All right. Go.
White Coat?
That's it. Very good. White Fella was what he called the first horse. Several actors played the Green Hornet. Who was the youngest when he started?
Bruce Lee.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Robert Hall.
That's it. All right, he was on Lum and Abner, but my favorite part was when he played Uncle Fletcher on Vic and Sade. Who played the part of Uncle Fletcher on Vic and Sade?
Clarence Parcel.
There you got it. All right, there were two sets of actors who played Mr. and Mrs. North. Can you name one pair?
Is this
I'm glad I didn't ask to name both.
How about half of them?
Yeah, okay. Can you name one of the four actors?
Barbara Britton? I'm sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
Joseph Curtin.
Okay, you already got one.
Oh, wow.
Got one back here for Craig.
If you have enough candy bars.
Do we need two, is that what you're saying?
No.
No.
No, Max had one in the back.
Yeah.
I got one already. Peggy somebody.
Right. It was Joseph Curtin and Alice Frost were the first to play, and then Barbara Britton and Richard Denning were the second pair. Fred Foy got to play the Lone Ranger on one episode. Why?
Because he had a cold, if I remember correctly, or laryngitis.
Yeah, he had laryngitis. Brace Beaver had laryngitis.
This guy's a plant over there.
Kraft Clipper Clothes was the sponsor of what detective show?
Sherlock Holmes.
That's it.
Later, Sherlock.
Yeah, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Don't eat it all at once.
Bill Johnstone was all over radio, but he played Detective Ben Guthrie on what program? That's it. Randy Stone walked the night beat for what newspaper?
Chicago Star.
That's it.
I knew I'd get lunch somehow.
Jace Pearson on Tales of the Texas Rangers called a horse trailer. Do you remember the name of his horse?
Charcoal.
That's it. Allen's Alley was occupied by many interesting characters. One was Mrs. Nussbaum. Do you know her first name?
Nancy.
Hands in this file. Her husband was Pierre. Well, my favorite husband, which was Lucille Ball and Richard Denning, as the stars, who were the actors that played their neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Atterbury?
I think it was Lee Benedert and Gail Gordon.
That's right. Can you name the show where the host was offered Lipton tea each week? Dennis? That's it. All right, some of you were here for the Johnny Dollar presentation. Can you name the actor who appeared in the fewest episodes of yours truly, Johnny Dollar? All right, we'll go to the next one. It was Bob Reddick.
Gotta change the resource pay.
Who wrote that, by the way?
Saints preserve us was the catchphrase of what character?
Mike Axford.
I'm sorry?
Mike Axford.
No?
No, it's Mr. Key. Mr. Key, sorry.
Yeah, it was one Mr. Keene. Do you remember the name of the character?
I do. Clancy.
Yeah, Mike Clancy. The story of Dr. Kildare. There was a nurse who took the ire of Dr. The doctor played by Lionel Barrymore. What was
Gillespie.
Dr. Gillespie. No, but that's not the question.
I know that, I know that.
The question is, who was Nurse Parker?
Oh, you just did.
Rosemary DeCamp
No, one
in the movies.
in the movie.
Virginia
Plus,
Gregg.
Virginia Gregg, right.
I think he said
Okay. When you hear the shout, first call to breakfast. What show are you talking about? It was on for 20 years.
Don McNeil's
Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get my first one.
They come marching in. Arthur Q. Bryant was Dr. Gamble on Fibber McGee and Molly. Who was he on The Great Gildersleeve? Oh, Dennis? No.
Floyd the Barber.
Exactly. Yeah, Floyd the Barber. Well, that was the name of the barber, but he was played by Howard McNear.
And who was Brian in the movies, among other things? Cartoons.
Oh.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd, yeah. All right. My Friend Irma. There were 3 actresses who played Jane Stacy at one point or another. Can you name one? I guess I'm the only one who listens to these.
Kathy Lewis.
Yes, Kathy Lewis. I don't know who said that. All right. The other 2 were Joan Banks. She filled in for Kathy Lewis when Kathy got sick, and then after they both left the show, it was Mary Shipp. Now, one of my favorite episodes on Intersacting Mysteries is Corridor of Doom. Do you remember who was the lead actor in Corridor of Doom?
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff.
You only get one.
Save the bar. No, I don't want the other thing. I don't need any of that.
Candy Matson, female detective. What was the home base for Candy Matson? What city? San Francisco, right?
Where in San Francisco?
All right, how many? There are a couple, there's one or two I skipped over. All right, 3 actors played the role of Batman on The Adventures of Superman. Can you name, at this point I'll ask, can you name one? There were 3.
Betty Davis's one-time husband. Oh, goodness.
Gary Merrill.
Yes.
Yes.
Gary Merrill.
There you go.
Second one?
Yay!
The first was Matt Crowley, the second was Stacey Harris, and then Gary Merrill filled in as last. A great episode that was repeated on Escape a few times was called A Shipment of Mute Fate. Who was the first actor to star in A Shipment of Mute Fate on Escape? If you remember, that's the one where the snake gets on board the ship.
Jack Webb.
Jack Webb, there you go.
Oh, Frank,
Yes.
for extra credit, not that I need it, but the Latin name of the Bushmaster, which was the snake,
Yes.
Mute Fate.
Very good.
And what was the almost remake TV movie? Fleur de Lis. There's a TV movie from the 70s that is a real ripoff of Shipment of Mute Fate. It's really good, actually.
Right, there was another one on Escape that repeated many times. Lanigan and the Ants. Who was the actor that played Lanigan on the first run through on Escape? William Conrad. Yep.
Yay!
We're down to 3 actually.
All right. Dennis Day is probably the best known singer of the singers that sang for Jack Benny. Can you name the singer who preceded
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker? All right, there you go. Kenny Baker effectively went to the Fred Allen show and became Fred Allen's singer.
And was also in the Marx Brothers movie at the show.
Yes.
Next one.
Got me. All right. Who was the actress that played Lois Lane in The Adventures of Superman on radio? Joan Alexander.
Thank you, Frank. I told you he's a serious hardcore OTR trivia master. So thank you all for coming today, and I'll hope to see you at the next Nostalgia Convention.